Well, hello and welcome to the Songwriter's Journal number 13. I'm Rob Edenbo, singer-songwriter. I've been sharing these videos about every 2 to 3 weeks, just kind of tracking my own story and music as it develops. This is beginner amateur YouTubing at its finest. If you're looking for tips and tricks to the music and songwriting business, you'll find it here slowly. This is an amalgam of trial and error, A/B testing, fake it till you make it. If you can't dazzle them with your brilliance, baffle them with your bullshit, flop and fail. And there's an element of taking what I do best to the next level of success. Please remember to like this video, and if you find this sort of thing interesting, please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you along for the ride. Making it. If any of you have ever listened to or watched Ari Herstand's podcast, The New Music Business, you know he always asks all his guests, what does it mean to you to make it? It's kind of important for every artist to know about this. It's important for every artist to know this about his or herself. You need a goal. I've set and failed to achieve hundreds of them by now, and yet I persist for some reason. I'm not saying that to be down on myself. I look at this time in my music life as paying my dues. Most of my time is spent in anguish, isolation, and humiliation, and I have more to say on that, maybe in another video. But through all the struggle is here and there a crumb of success. I've learned how to play guitar at an early intermediate level. Even though I don't know harmonica, I've learned to play 2 or 3 songs, which is enough to spice up a set list. I got my work to let me do a show there once a month. It's been going on for now a year. I've started playing out in bars, wineries, and coffee shops. I have a social media presence on Facebook and Instagram that reflects my music. And I've got a YouTube channel. That's not bad. Arguably, one could say I've made it. But that's not what it means to me to make it. So what is this place I'm at? I think it's fair to say I've made it to the next level. Way back when I was taking guitar lessons, I noticed on YouTube in particular, either in videos or ads, everyone kept saying shit like, this is how to get to the next level, or if you're ready to take it to the next level, then do this. I remember asking my teacher, what does that mean anyway? Laughably, he said he had no idea. And this is a guy whose guitar skills rivaled some of the giants. There is one use for a relatively vague means of dividing musical skills into levels that I like. Beginner, intermediate, advanced. There's absolutely no good definition of each of these, but pretty much every musician has some idea of what each one is. Still, it's all subjective. It serves as a useful tool for educational content. It's helpful to know who your target audience is. For example, you might not want to say a beginner seminar, any seminar, I'm sorry. You might not want to say that a seminar is for intermediate guitar players, then spend half of it going over the names of the strings and how to tune with a snark. That's not what most people are going to consider an intermediate level. Alrighty. Small editing issues. YouTube, amateur beginner at its finest. Anyway, my target audience for these videos is fellow singer-songwriters, introverts, creators, and people who love to relax with a beer and enjoy music. My goal for my YouTube channel is to get more people interested in my music, my story, and the world which I am creating. The way I look at it, taking it to the next level simply means achieving your goals. As for my goal, as I just shared it, it needs refinement. I'm going to use the SMART goal framework. A goal should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. While it is realistic and attainable, it's not specific enough to be measurable, and there's no mention of a timeline. Let's break it down. There are some specifics to my goal statement. Get more people interested in 3 things: my music, my story, my creative world or process. By the word more, the word more is too vague, so there's nothing to measure. So the obvious change would be to replace more with a number. What I like about that is now it would be measurable. What I don't like about that is that I cannot control it. Having 1,000 subscribers is the YouTube threshold to being paid for your content on YouTube. But I'm not doing this to get paid for the content. I will explore that revenue stream if and when it ever becomes realistic. My focus is on finding an audience for my original music. So how to measure that in a way that reflects my efforts and not rely on the efforts of others. How about this? My goal is to make a new video every 2 to 3 weeks. I just said that at the beginning of this video. That is what I have been able to consistently achieve so far. It's therefore realistic and attainable. My goal is to make a video every 2 to 3 weeks that's designed to get people interested in my music, my story, and the world I'm creating. Now I'm on to something. It's realistic because the method is proven. It's 100% realistic to hope to get more people interested in me through this medium. There are thousands who have come before me and paved the way. For example, I mentioned Ari Herstand before, and we'll get back to him. Charlotte Campbell is another YouTuber who's making a living from her music. Because it's been repeatable by many artists of different genres and from different continents, I believe it's realistic. The time-bound thing is totally missing from my original goal statement. I said in my first Songwriter's Journal that I was going to make a video every week for a year. That was an unattainable but timely goal. I think it's time to renew my commitment to 1 full year. What happens after that? Let's jump off that bridge when we get there. That gives me a point to stop and evaluate what I've accomplished and celebrate it, aka making the goal smarter. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely. E for evaluate and R for reward. If you haven't figured out, SMART is an acronym, and Smarter is the extension of that acronym. This is the final product. My goal for my YouTube channel is to make a new video every 2 to 3 weeks for a year that's designed to get people interested in my music, my story, and the world which I am creating. Now, I just want to circle back around before moving into my new song to Ari's question of what it means to make it. I think it's one's goal, but also it's evidence of success that can be shown to others. A goal and success can be personal and subjective. Making it is having proof of what your goal was that another person could see and also verify and be convinced by. I'm not sure yet what I think it is to make it. Originally, I thought it would be something along the lines of being able to make a living by doing music. Now I'm thinking I want my goal to be more than a price tag. I plan on exploring the question again in future episodes of the Songwriter's Journal. I plan to explore my goals in more depth like I did here today. So let's jump into the song for this episode. And it's a goodie. It's called Jeannie Mae. Let's just say I heard the name somewhere and I immediately thought song title. Legal disclaimer, if such a real human being exists, I know nothing about his, her, they, or them's life, and I must emphasize that this song is entirely make-believe. The moment I heard this name, I knew it was going to be a bluegrass-inspired song. The idea hung on in my imagination for a couple of weeks. It kept growing into a sound. I felt like every day I could hear it. I wondered if I sat down to try to write it, if I could actually make it appear, or appear as I had imagined. I can't tell you how many times in the past I thought I could hear a song. Then when I went to write the bugger, I was lost. Just could not capture anything close to it. Often the problem was my lack of musical skill, not lack of talent, not lack of practice, just skill I had not yet developed. So I envisioned 3 verses. The form was just verse chorus. In other words, A, B, A, B, A, B. Verse chorus, A, B. With a musical turnaround or solo in between each of the verses. I discovered that the song only ran 1 minute 30 seconds without the solo thing, so I wrote a 4th verse. I don't want a song to run on a potential recording less than 3 minutes. Also, live, I need a song to have some substance to work with. I have also begun working on the solo piece. I cannot play it all together, but I'm going to include it, at least what I have so far in my little performance here. I wrote this song in the key of G, in cowboy position. I had a lot of success in the past with bluegrass songs, moving G songs up to A, also jumping another whole step up to B. After finishing the song, I gave both a try. When I heard myself do it in B and felt it alone in my practice room, singing in the dark with an acoustic guitar, it was magic. Therefore, it shall be done in B. I don't feel like I sang it up in a higher register in terms of the modulation or key change and what I did vocally. I cannot explain it in musical terms. I sang it in my chest voice and adjusted it to sound in tune with the guitar in B. Technically, I have no idea what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say, though, is I don't think I kept singing higher and higher just because I kept moving the key up, and eventually it moved up 2 whole steps. So here's Jeannie Mae. Grandpa was a lunatic, never could understand, but he's crazy about his wife. Yeah, they were together some 70 years, and never had to be apart. He sang me a song, sweet as something simple, let me tell you what. No matter what the weather, the sun's always shining, I'm with my Jeannie Mae. Can't feed the mules at the price of corn drops, a man needs more to eat than hay. My God, how can a man survive when the phone keeps ringing, the debt collection agencies? Felt his careless hand on my shoulder, says, son, let me tell you what. No matter what the weather, the sun's always shining, I'm with my Jeannie Mae. Finally found a woman of my own, couldn't have done any better, if I do say so myself. I held her in my arms when the times got hard, the snow would just all flood. I could hear Grandpa's voice in my prayers, said, son, let me tell you what. No matter what the weather, the sun's always shining, I'm with my Jeannie Mae. Shouldn't have had around her grave, she's in the land of the living, and my problems ain't as bad as they seem. Well, we built our home on trust and love, in the depth of the Jordan, on the shores of the by and by. When I'm standing on the bank, see her face in the water, something let me tell you what. No matter what the weather, the sun's always shining, I'm with my Jeannie Mae. No matter what the weather, the sun's always shining, I'm with my Jeannie Mae. I'm gonna try that solo thing here. little rough, a little beginnerish, and that's exactly where I am. And that's what this YouTube channel is supposed to be. So, anyway, I hope you find this episode and the song as much fun and as interesting as I have. Remember to like this video, please. Also, if you'd like to see more of this sort of thing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my older episodes. Also, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. I'd love to hang out with you more in the future. Until next time, y'all. Love and peace.